Hello world, I'm calling you world today, not just viewers, because we are being seen from all over the world. And so once again, I want to welcome you to this edition of Ourroottv Sports segment. We are transmitting live from Badagry, and we made a promise to you last week that we're going to be bringing back to this studio the officials of 36 Lions Football Club. They've done a great deal in developing grassroots football. Last week we did mention to you that 36 Lion has acquired an ultra-modern facility somewhere in Ibejuleki, Lagos State, Nigeria. And not just that, they are equipping the facilities with state-of-the-art equipment for modern football. That's how far grassroots football has gone in Nigeria. I'm not here alone today. My name is Monday Stevens, and like I said, I am here again with the officials of 36 Lions Football Club. And Mr. Victor Inorin is here with me in the studio. Mr. Victor, you're welcome. And this is the young coach of 36 Lion, Mr. Ourroottv Sunday.
Yeah, good afternoon, viewers.
Good. So, last week we were trying to tell you how far this club has gone. You know, sometimes you may not know that those who are contributing immensely to the development of Nigerian football, and even some foreign clubs, they are coming from such grassroots football clubs. We're going to be telling you the names of those who has impacted in Nigerian football from 36 Lions Football Club. All right, we have them in the national team, we have them in the foreign clubs, but I think they say charity begins at home. Yeah. As patriotic people that we are, we're going to be starting from those who have impacted greatly in the national scene. And we're going to be talking about the footballer who played for Nigeria during the Olympics, Mr. Victor.
Yeah, thank you. We have the like of Imo Ezekiel, Popola Sadiq, and Ajayi Junior, all from 36 Lion.
Good.
Representing Nigeria in the Olympics.
Good. That's the last Olympic, right?
Yeah, in Brazil.
Tell us, is it because the scouts came to watch 36 Lions play, or how were they able to break into the Olympics?
Okay. Not really. The scout did not come to Nigeria to pick them, but the truth is that we have most of them playing in our under country.
Okay.
For instance, Mo was playing first of all played for Standard Liège in
Belgium.
Okay.
Before going to Qatar, came back to Belgium to play for Anderlecht.
Okay.
Before moving ahead from there, so they probably be watching him.
Yeah.
They believe that it's good to play for the national team.
Okay, I get it. Which means, actually, Imo Ezekiel from 36 Lions had a break to the international scene.
Yes.
That is great.
Yes.
That is great. Okay, I get it. Now, his exploits overseas got him recognition from the national team.
Yeah, that's
to know
it.
that we have somebody who can actually represent us.
Yes.
That's interesting. Yes. Of course, viewers, you can see. Now, we must not neglect that part of the our football. I am making a play using this medium. Most of us in the media, we must beam our searchlight into the grassroots. All right, there are many talents that could be of reasonable, help to this country. Of course, you can see of Ezekiel Omor, who from 36 Lions, a team that is not playing yet in the Premier League of Nigerian football, as it were. But from there, from the grassroots, he attracted foreign attention, and so I think it's high time we beam our searchlight deep down into our grassroots, because there are lots we are going to be gaining from, exploiting what we have from the downstream. All right. Now, Mr. Victor Sunday Oluwatosin, right?
Yeah.
You are the coach. How easy, is it to get these players, overseas, get them signed to clubs overseas?
Thank you very much. You have to keep them together. They have to be in camp. You understand me?
Yeah.
You have to be accommodating them all the time. I mean, feeding good food. You understand me? Then going to training, you have to let them understand this is football, this is business. Okay? So through that one, scouts will be coming from Europe for scouting of players, which we have to take them from Badagry to Lagos. A lot of teams will be coming in. Then we have to they have to show their talent. So from there, if you are being selected, fine, then we take you to better teams in Europe.
Good. Now, there are the selling points here that I'm sure most entrepreneurs out there will want to exploit, and we want to avail this opportunity to give you a tip of this information from Ourroottv. Now, listen to this. Don't be afraid to invest in grassroots football, because the truth is, you're a businessman. All right. Through this medium, you can actually attract, foreign exchange to yourself and to the country. All right. For instance, Ezekiel Omor, which we're using as a case study, he's just one of the many we've mentioned here.
Yeah.
Now, the 36 Lions, fine, they made some sacrifices, and over time, their investment began to pay off. Now they can sell their players to foreign, football clubs, who in turn pay, to 36 Lions, and thereby they are not finding it difficult to run the club anymore. You need to get this information. You need to know it, and to know that grassroots football is not about suffering. If you have a program, if you have a heart for, this sport, football, from the grassroots, it pays. It's actually a good business investment. I think I'm thinking about it myself. You understand? So, Victor, we mentioned Ezekiel Omor. We mentioned
Popola
and
Ajayi Junior.
Yes. Tell us about Popola. How is he faring now in his new club?
Yeah, Popola is doing well. I think the first professional contract he signed was in France.
Yeah.
FC Metz. From there, he went to Siren, Belgium.
Yeah.
From Belgium, he's now presently in Morocco. And he's really doing well.
Good.
In Morocco. Now, I don't want to make the viewer understand that it's not an easy job trying to bring up these players from the grassroots and not taking them to Europe for trial. And when they succeed, they sign professional contract. Now there are there are things you need to put in place.
Okay.
You know, my shaman, Haji Kafar, has really done a lot of job trying to bring this player up. He makes many sacrifices. Some of the sacrifices, you put it them together, feeding them, put it them in a camp, you know, making them relax to go for training, come back. You understand what we're doing in Badagry, yeah? And then apart from the senior team, I want the viewer to know that we have Jada's team. Yeah. You know, we have other 12
and 15.
That they can be going to school. When they close from school, they can resume for training.
That's interesting.
Yes, you know.
That's interesting.
The process of you know, building player to more professional level, it start from there. You can go to school and you can see play football. My Shama really encourage all that. Now people like Imo Ezekiel Popola Sodi and Ajayi Junior that represent Nigeria, the Olympic, you know, they pass through this stage. You understand? And my Shama go to the length of, you know, traveling out to Europe to bring some scarred white men to Nigeria.
Come and watch the team.
Then play. Once the white men around, they watch the player play, and you like anyone, then you send for them to come for a trial over there. And Chama, you know, he's really doing a lot. You know, shooting their video here, even during their playing here in Nigeria, putting it on YouTube for the scout over
to
watch. If they like you, they pick you. You know, shooting their video here, even during their playing here in Nigeria, putting it on YouTube for.
Good. So, viewers, I think it's becoming more interesting than I thought. Now, the truth is they have different cadres. So if you have your word, you are looking for, you know, a place for them to actually grow their talent. The age is no longer a barrier. That's what we're trying to say here now. You have opportunity to put them on the under 13 cadre, under 13 cadre, I beg your pardon, and under 15 cadre, and all of that. So you don't have reasons not to develop your talent. That's what grassroots football is all about. Yeah. And you encourage the children while going to school. They can still play football. They can still play football. Football is big business these days. You know, it's not like those days when you're playing football, your parents are
discouraging
you know, spanking you and telling you that, look, you go and read your books. This time I think parents are like, you have to should be buying books for them. It's not like those days when you play football, your parents are
discouraging
you know, spanking you and telling you that, look, you go and read your books. This time I think parents are like, you have to should be buying books for them. It's not like those days when you play focus football, your parents are
discouraging
you know, spanking you and telling you that, look, you go and read your books. This time I think parents are like, you have to should be buying their kindergarten. That's very important, and I'm sure most of you who are watching this clip, you must take, you know, advantage of this opportunity and get your words, you know, do the right thing by engaging them and their talents on that which is going to develop their lives and that of the entire nation at large. Now, coach, talking about these little ones, I'm sure it must be very challenging to, you know,
to assemble them.
So how are you doing them?
You know, you won't just allow them to be roaming about. That's the reason why we're having a good camp.
Okay.
because when they are together, when they back from school, when they in the camp, after training, then we have to give them more knowledge about football, about life. You understand me?
Yeah.
About football, about life. Okay. So then from there it starts developing, and as my colleague said, we having the under 13.
Yeah.
So from under 13 you will graduate to under 15.
Okay.
So from under 15 to the senior team. You understand me? Okay.
Okay, so while they are right there at the camp,
Okay,
they can as well be going to school, right?
Sure.
That's really interesting.
Sure.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
That's encouraging.
And when they're in the camp, we are the one responsible for their feeding. Okay, not their parents. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, in addition to that, we have a case of a young player, Little Messi, which is presently in Portugal.
Good.
But my Shama took it upon himself, like the parent could not actually cater for his education and all that. And my Shama saw that this guy
is a talent.
It's an investment.
So he have to bring him in, and even paying for his school fees, going to school. After school, you go for training. You know what I'm saying? And today the guy is in Portugal. Another young player that are in Portugal,
Doing well.
Yeah.
That's nice. You know one thing I love about football, just like most of the inbuilt talents, it doesn't hide.
At all.
It doesn't hide.
At all.
I think what what parents should do is to discover this thing. We are talking about somebody who has an eye for good things. Talking about Alhaji Gafar. I think we need to get Alhaji in the studio. Let him tell us his passion personally. You understand? We can see that his vision is actually selling.
Yes.
And it's very encouraging when you see someone who believes in a thing. And that's what we do here in the station. We also want to encourage him from our own point of view. Let him be an encouragement to some people out there. Because there are a lot of talents. That's my
concern.
Yes, that's my concern. There are a lot of talents like the one you call Little Messi, who may not have had an Alhaji Gafar to discover him.
Yes,
you
a lot of them. Yeah.
And he's not just a talent for fun. He's a commodity that could be translated to cash.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah,
that's
right.
what Alhaji Gafar has done to the Little Messi we are talking about. You understand? So viewers, honestly speaking, this forum like this is very healthy, because there are things you think it looks as it's a mirage, but actually it's not a mirage. It's a reality. Most of us watch these people on TV. Most of us knew very well that they started somewhere, but we don't know how to go about it. I think when next we'll be talking about 36 Lions Football Club, we'll have the chairman here to let us hear from the horse's mouth how he actually started. I think it's going to be a whole lot of encouragement to some of other entrepreneurs out there who want to invest in football. I'm sure you'll be watching the highlights of 36 Lions right there on your screen. They are beautiful sight to watch. Okay, grassroots football has grown beyond what we think. I remember in those days when we used to go to some local fields, probably primary school fields or secondary school field, watching big boys play, and the whole place will be crowded. I think we need to get back to the culture of encouraging you know, and that's where the glamour is. Of course, Victor, when you know that people are watching you play, it gives you more morale, you know. It gives you more morale. Victor, you have played football.
Yes.
All right. Tell us about your playing days.
Oh, okay. Yes. Back then we were just playing, and we never have somebody like Haji to actually encourage us.
No encouragement.
You understand? So we are just playing, struggling. You understand? Many people out there, they are just playing, struggling. But you need to be in the right place, you know, for you to be connected. You know, you see, many of us are just playing this football, playing, we take it as well. You know, football is business and it's money right now.
Yeah.
So during our playing time, we are just playing and nobody, no help. You understand? Not that we are not good, but we are playing, and you know, football is time.
Yeah.
You know, once you pass the time, there's nothing you can do.
Your productive age in football.
You understand? You
Yeah.
not be as active as you understand what I'm saying. So that's why it's good to catch them young. You know, so that when you catch them young, you cannot direct them. You know, with your backup and everything, and they will go and succeed. But some of us find ourselves, apart from playing football, and we not really make money from it professionally, but we still find ourselves in the system because we have passion for.
Yes. I remember the last time we played. We played. Coach. We played against Victor's side, and actually we won them 2-1.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was.
And Victor, you played.
Match anyway.
Football,
You played, Victor.
The short, you know.
Yeah, he said it was a novelty match.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. Football is always fun.
Yeah.
You know. Now, I want to say something to you, to the government, with through this medium. I think government should, provide more healthy and conducive environment for investors to come in and see what they can do as regards to grassroots football, because like I said, football has gone beyond playing it for the fun of it. Out there, people are making a fortune with football from the grassroots. Hardly you see any of these unquote big time football clubs in Europe and all around the world who do not have the feeder teams, the grassroots, as it were. I think this is the area we must provide a healthy and conducive environment so that private individuals who want to do this business can see it as a major way of boosting the country's GDP. Of course, every other country that understands what football can add to the economy has exploited this avenue. Of course, we don't need to tell you how much countries like England and Spain and all of those countries in Europe are making through tax from these players, because there is a conducive environment for investors to come and play. You talk about teams like the Chelsea, the Barcelona. These are some of them are not even the citizens of that country. I know that most Americans invested in football in the UK, and they are not regretting about that. And the country themselves are smiling home to the bank because these people are paying tax to the government. So please, I will encourage the government to look into this aspect of our national development. Like I said, football has all it takes to add to our country's GDP. Okay, and I know very well that the authorities are watching, because Ourroottv is one of that station that, you know, bring it from the root. All right, I have been talking to Mr. Victor Norris, who's the media officer of Lion, and Mr. Ourroottv Sunday, who is the coach. Of course, it's been a delight talking with them. We don't have time anymore. My producer just alerted me that our time is up. But I can assure you that by this time next week, we'll be coming to your way with another exciting topic, and some other grassroots football clubs who are also doing great in their trade. Until we meet you, same time, same station next week. On behalf of my producer, my camera, would I call her a woman? Yeah, a camera woman, and all of us from the studio, we want to say stay rooted in Ourroottv until we come your way again next week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.